set, go!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing this video. I have been thinking about it for a long time. So today I'm going to be talking about how to train for a marathon when you are completely average. Yes, completely average, just like myself. So as a lot of you guys know, if you've been following along on my journey and my pages or whatever, I just finished my first marathon and it was awesome. I feel like through that experience, I learned a heck of a lot about what works for me, some really good tips, how to best inspire yourself. Like I feel like I really learned a lot because it's like what has encompassed my life the last 12, 16 weeks. So if you're interested in learning about how to train for a marathon, how to run a marathon, please keep on watching because I am here to help you, sister. So the first tip, or the first thing I think you should do, is pick a training program. So my last half marathon that I did last year, I used a Hal Higdon one. Literally, if you type in marathon training, half marathon training, it'll be like the first thing that Google shows you. So you can find it pretty easily. But picking a training program is so important because it kind of like, here, let me get comfy since we're having a nice little chat. Basically picking a training program helps you to know, I need to do this run on this day, this run on this day, you know, etc. If you know anything about marathon training, I'll try and be, you know, concise, but you need to always, always, always have your long run. That's the most important run that you'll do because it makes your body get used to the impact that it's going to be going through and how much energy you're going to be exerting, etc. So the long run is like super important. So you should always be doing one of those a week. But then there are different training programs that value like a speed work run or a tempo run or whatever it may be. How many times you're gonna cross train, which, side note, cross training is so important. Especially when you're running a marathon, you want your legs in your body to be strong. You want them to be able to have muscle mass because it just helps in the long run when your legs start getting fatigued. So what I did was, so just like I mentioned, this is a video for an average person. I am indeed average. So I always did my long runs. I was really diligent about that, but I didn't do speed runs. I didn't do a lot of like tempo runs. Honestly, I wasn't that great at following my training program. So I did a lot of cross training mostly every day because the season of life that I'm in, that's just what I'm liking. I'm not liking like running as much as I used to. So I just did a lot of cross training and then I did my long runs every weekend. You should run 20 miles. I mean, some people have said 3 times, but like my training program had me do that once. And I never even made it to 20 miles because like I went to Music Midtown one weekend and I got sick one weekend. And the other weekend I made it to 15 and fell and sprained my ankle. So, you know, c'est la vie, man. You do the best that you can. But it's so important to follow a training program because it helps you stay on track. The second thing that I think is like of the utmost importance is having the right running gear. So you need to be able to have shoes. Number one tip, shoes that fit your feet. So I'm coming from a place of, I have terrible connective tissue. Fun fact about me, I've actually broken all of my limbs. Not all at one time, but I have broken both my legs, both my ankles twice. I've broken both my arms. And I've also had surgery on both of my ankles because my ligaments have just snapped. So it's really important. Like for me, I need shoes that super support my ankle because they just, like I mentioned, you know, they're not the strongest. So shoes. So you need to go somewhere like, I live in Greenville, South Carolina, so I went to Fleet Feet. And though, you know, they have you walk and see, I don't know what the heck they're examining, but it's like, she saw me walk and she was like, you need this shoe. And I was like, okay. And so she gave me a shoe. Wasn't the cutest shoe I've ever seen, but I mean, like, I liked it. It helped me run. So that's first important. For me, something else equally important is headphones. Headphones, I cannot get into this enough. I cannot stand when I have like my headphones, like how do you even say, like the ones that Apple just gives you with the iPhone? Because when I'm running, the impact makes the earbuds like fall out of my ear and kind of like pull. So those never worked for me. So wireless headphones I think are such a crucial investment. I'll link one of my videos where I talk about products that changed my life because wireless headphones have indeed changed my life. So I think that's a great investment piece. Also, your running belt. Like, I personally don't like the running things that go around your arm. They always like itch me or chafe me or whatever. So I really like the running belt. I just got mine off Amazon. It's bright pink, it was $20. Yeah, so I mean, styling and profiling on my runs, let me tell you. So that's a crucial piece of gear because you can put your phone in it, you put your shoes in it, anything, you know? So shoes, another essential for marathon training. I mean, like I've also mentioned, Doug, who I met at my last marathon, like he didn't use anything the whole entire time, which more power to you, Doug, but like homegirl over here, I was popping my chews every 45 minutes. So I used the Cliff, I think energy chews are what they're called. I just would eat them throughout my run to make sure like when your body is hitting that wall, it like refuels you, re-energizes you, just helps you know, I guess it's kind of like giving your body the false sense that it's like, okay, you can keep doing this. So that's another good one. And then another piece of running gear that I find really valuable is, please don't hate me when I say this, but I love the Lululemon Fast and Freeze for running. I think they're absolutely incredible. I love the pockets on the side mostly because I can put my, so when I run, I put my shoes in my running belt and then I put my phone in my Lululemon Fast and Freeze because I think it's just the easiest way to operate. So that, and then I love they're high-waisted, they stay up, they're just perfect, breathable. I just like, oh, I could sing their praises all day long. That's a bougie investment, I get it. But also like what I do for my marathons, which I really like is, so whenever I do something like incredible with my body, like a marathon or an endurance race, I reward myself with a new Lululemon outfit because I just do because I love it and I think it's fun. So running gear, very important. Something else really important when training for a marathon that I did not have the luxury of having was when like training with a friend. So I didn't train with a friend. This whole process I've just been like, you know, chilling, doing it by myself, which is normally fun. Like I'm a pretty motivated person. But like, as I mentioned in my story time, or not my story time, my marathon vlog, when I got to mile 17, I was like very defeated and in a very negative headspace. And that's when I met Doug, when I was running with, and I ran with him the rest of the race. And it honestly made a world of difference for me being able to run with him, talk with him while I'm running, and just like that encouragement. Like I'm pretty dramatic, like, you know, so like whenever I was running with Doug, I would have these little moments of like freaking out and I'd just be like, Doug, like I'm freaking out, Doug, like help, like, you know, and he would like settle me and calm me and stuff. Like, yeah, he's probably, I feel bad because my perspective of the story is like, oh, like Doug was such a godsend. Like perspective of the story is probably like this psychotic girl was like running with me the whole time, you know? So anyway, I think if you have a friend that you can do this with, the accountability and the encouragement I think is invaluable. So I kind of want to touch on like the mental aspect of marathon training because obviously training is so time consuming and that's honestly the hardest part of like the whole process is staying motivated to train. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard, but I think consistency always outperforms emotions. I don't know how else to say, I'm not really a wordsmith like that, but like basically you have to think long term of like, I'm gonna accomplish this goal and this is the best way for me to get there. So just being in that headspace. And like for me, I think a good thing was like I had told so many people I was gonna run a marathon and had already paid for it that motivated me because it's like, one, I don't wanna look like, you know, an idiot to the people I've told, and two, I've already paid for it. So I might as well train for it and do it. And I just think looking forward to the accomplishment of after the marathon, I think that's what really kept me going. So something else I want to touch on is like what to eat before. So for me, I found that I like to eat 2 pieces of toast, one with peanut butter and one with like just butter on it before I run. It's not too filling for me. And also I can really feel that it gives my body energy because when I was just eating 1 piece of toast, I wasn't that energized, but then when I ate 2, it was like next level, baby. It was like, watch out, Olympics, here I come. So I think that that's a great tip is making sure, you know, I used to eat oatmeal before or an English muffin, but like something that's light, but also very full of carbs that's gonna give your body a lot of energy. Those are my tips and some of my advice for running and training for a marathon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys gleaned something from it. I mean, obviously I'm not a professional runner. I'm just a girl. Like I said, I'm an average runner. So if you're an average person like me, I feel like these tips will definitely help you because they help me. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you have any questions, just comment below, subscribe, find me on Instagram because your girl's around. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye guys.